guys, if you are new on my channel, I'm Tish and this is Tish Loves Home. So I'm going today to work with one of my clients on I'm not sure it's her laundry room. It's more like but it may be. It's more like a pantry utility kind of room right off of her kitchen. And it's something that she's been wanting to get done for a while. So I've got a few things that I had already at home. I've just looked at her pictures. I think she's got some things that we can use, and I'm going to make a quick run into Walmart and just pick up a few more little items that I think might work in the space. But if we don't use them in there, we still got plenty other spaces that we can use them. But for the most part, we're going to keep this really on a budget. We're going to mainly try to use what we already have and just make it more functional for her. So let's get going and see if we can get this little job done for her. So here's the space. It is not her laundry room. I did make a discovery in there. It's more of just like a little utility room. I'm not sure what the room is supposed to be, but this is what she's using it for. And the first thing, of course, we got to do is get everything out and declutter so we know what we're working with. And I will tell you, we worked really hard. I didn't want to overwhelm her, even though I felt like there were times when I might have a little. But I just tried to start taking off in one particular section, and then I would pause and kind of work with her on going through that section, and then I would come back in and take off some more, and we just kind of took it in stages. Because this kind of work, you know, for an older person, there's a lot of bending and squatting and moving. And so I wanted to be able to help her with that part of it also. So I tried to just, take it in stages. But the first step was just to get things out. And she really had to be the one to decide, what she's going to get rid of and what she's going to keep. And I tried to encourage her to get rid of as much as possible and what to donate. But we just worked step by step on this part. So I wanted to show you some of the in-between because this is when things can get really hairy. She has this really pretty house. It's got lots of space. This is kind of a sunroom off her den where we were kind of staging things. And I was trying to kind of sort as I went along so that she could, kind of see what she had and, make decisions. And then once we kind of got that done and I started kind of cleaning up a little bit, I decided I could get all the drinks on 3 of these shelves, and then that would kind of give me a game plan as to what we were going to put on the rest of the shelves. So while she was in there kind of working through, making some decisions, I went ahead and started working on this section because I knew that was something that I could do without her help. And then once she got that part done, I'd already kind of helped her put some things together. We had put some things in bins. Then I could start kind of loading some spaces back in the room. So just another step along the process, she did go through and declutter a lot of this stuff. And I'm going to talk about this a little bit later in the video, but because we do have another space that we're going to be kind of working with together, a lot of this stuff that she went through, it is actually not going to stay in this room permanently. But you've got to start somewhere. And guys, I'm just telling you right now, you have to declutter first. That's just the name of the game. If you just try to, quote, organize what you already have, you're going to end up in the same situation that you're in to start with. I've seen it over and over. This is a crucial step, is decluttering first. So we did spend a lot of time today doing that. And I always say this, but it's amazing how much stuff you can fit into a small space. It amazes me every time. But by getting this part done, when we get ready to declutter the next space, then we are only putting things back that she's really going to want to use. And that makes it so much easier. So here we are. This is actually step one because I discovered another closet in her laundry room that we're going to move some of this stuff to and kind of redo. Y'all, we got rid of tons of stuff, donated and throwing it away, but we've got more to do. I'm going to show you that space. We'll be rearranging some of this later, but we got so much done today. I'm really happy for her that this much is done. Some of that's going to be moved too, but and I'll show you the other space. But sometimes you just have to, one space trickles into another, and you just have to figure it out as you go. This is the closet in the laundry room, so we're going to tackle this one next. I cannot wait to get in here. We're going to have cleaning stuff at the bottom, and then I'm going to put some of her serving dishes and all of that on the shelves above. And she said a lot of this stuff we're going to be able to get rid of. So it's going to be a great space when we're finished. All right, friends, I am back home. I am tired. We worked so hard, a good solid 4 hours, maybe a little bit longer, but I feel like we got a lot accomplished today. We literally got rid of a big trash can load full of stuff. I'm taking, I think, like 3 bags to the donation tomorrow. I gotta run out there and get one more thing. So she did great. When I was working over there, like I mentioned earlier, I noticed this nice closet in her laundry room, and we got to do that next, as you saw. So that is going to be our next step. And a lot of times when you're doing spaces like this, one space just naturally leads into another. So I try to get my thoughts in order and kind of get a plan of, okay, this is what I want to go in that closet in the laundry room. And then that will help us also to get rid of a little bit more from, I'm just going to call that a utility closet. I don't know. It's awesome. If I had it, I think that would be my little dish room. But anyway, we're going to get that going next time. We've booked our appointment for next month. So make sure that you have subscribed, because I really would love for you to see the final product of when we get both of those spaces done. And I think after that, we're going to trickle into the kitchen, because again, all that kind of goes together. And then we'll be going back to do some of her closets. But it was a very productive day. She worked so hard. I am so proud of her because she hung in there with me. And we really got a lot accomplished. And y'all, this is real life, okay? Real life. You don't go into this space and wave your magic wand and everything looks like a Pinterest board when you're through. We're not there yet. It is going to look really, really nice when we get through. But more importantly, it is going to be a space that she can go to and pull stuff out and see it and function, because she can't get to anything. And that's what we want. Function is the main thing. And we are going to make it look nice, and I'm going to do the labeling and all of that good stuff. But today was a great start for us, and I cannot wait. I told her, I said, don't you cancel on me, because I can't wait to get back to do that other closet now, because now I can see it in my mind. So anyway, thank you so much for joining me again today. I hope that you won't forget to subscribe, comment, whatever you want to say, and just look forward to seeing that final result. I hope this gives you a little motivation. You may not have 4 hours. That's okay. Take 30 minutes and do one little section. But my lessons that I have learned since I started doing this over 5 years ago, we all have more stuff than we need. And it is really affecting the way I live here, because I find myself, the older I get and the more I do this, the less I want to deal with. So embrace your space, and I'll see you on the next one.